Nice, eh? Nobody's here yet. Maybe Willem will come and get me. So did you like playing Minecraft with me this morning? Wasn't that fun? So today, I wonder what day it is. Oh, you're back. Hi, guys. Can you see? Good idea. You're so smart. I don't know how these things work, because I'm always the videoing, not the videoed or the watcher. Okay, so where did those ducks go? So one of them was coming from over there, and you could see the line. Remember, he flew in and he landed, and then the mother, and she went that way. And then all the 5 babies, they came this way, and they got closer and closer and closer and closer. And now I don't know where they went. I wonder if the beaver will come around. Sometimes you can see the beaver somewhere. He's got a triangular head and he'll have a big line on the water. So I wonder if we'll have a sunset. There's lots of clouds for a sunset. All these noises are the red-winged blackbirds. This is their nesting area. Isn't that a beautiful, stately cattail? And to think I go around cutting them down. I don't want to put my kayak in here because I don't want to wreck all these cattails. But maybe if I drag it across here, but that's pretty close. I don't want to wreck that cattail. But if I could put it in over here. But getting out of it's a little difficult, you know. Anything moving over there? There's a mosquito. If I do that, I wonder if I can see the mosquito. I can hear him. He's got to be pretty close to hear him because my hearing is pretty shot. It goes with my floating eyes. Oh, look at that cloud. Well, I suppose you already saw it. It's a big puffy cloud. See? Right there? A little mountain cloud. It looks much more distinct to me than it does on here, I think. Isn't that an interesting shape for a cloud? Well, what do you think it is? Oh, it's somebody laying on his back looking up. That's his big nose, big eyebrows. Reminds me of one of my Minecraft villagers. Pretty picture, eh? All right, what else can we get? Nancy, what is good for canker sores? Glycerin. Glycerin. It's really sweet vegetable glycerin. Just put it on a canker sore and it'll be gone in a few hours. I woke up with one on the tip of my tongue and it hurts so much I never hardly get them too. I get them if I eat sugar. Here we've got a bit of a breeze. Now that was another duck that went around the side. Oh, there's a duck up there. Can you see him? He really arched. He was like, if you look at a bird book for ducks, they do look like, you know, they show the silhouette. So his flying silhouette was like that, right? Like an arch. You saw him? Good. He got pretty close. I think he went over and checked me out. Or maybe he was looking at the kayak. You know, the nice thing about having you get glycerin at the drugstore. You just have to ask for it, I guess. It's good for when you're making a tincture. You can use glycerin as a carrier oil. It's not an oil, but as a carrier instead of using alcohol. Like vanilla. You were just there. That was this morning, getting all your pills. Time to go back. Adventure, road trip, road trip. Corliss was saying, we need to get this. We need to get this. And I said, road trip. Today we hung out inside because it was raining. We hung out in the big kitchen where all the meals are served to the campers. I think there's between 80 and 130 campers that come from a stake. So a stake is like, I don't know how many people are in a stake, 5,000 maybe? Anyway, so the young women come here to camp. But you know, I thought that people come here and it's supposed to be a spiritual experience, but it's just being outside if you don't have scriptures or something to remind you of the Savior. Like, you can think about him and all that, but gotta check for ticks again, you know, because this is Tick Junction. I seem to name things a lot. So the sign, I wanted lots of signs that, you know, like rock. There's lots of rocks here. So where there's rocks, I could put, there's so many scriptures about rocks. You know, if you're built upon the rock, you won't fall. Or Jesus Christ is the rock of our salvation, or our foundation, or the rock whereon thou buildest, or whatever. Stuff like that. There's all these rock ones, and then there's ones about branches, you know, like he's the branch of, the root is Jesse, and he's the branch of whatever. You know, you tell me if you think this looks like a beaver lodge to you. What do you think? I think it is. I think that's the lodge. And see that dot to the right? That could even be a beaver. Ow, my finger's seized up. So that to the right of it, that round dot, could be a beaver that's sitting there eating stuff off of sticks. We'll have to notice if he's there later. I'll also have to look for movement in the water. Wherever the water moves, that's your key to knowing that there's animals there, or ducks or something. Yeah, I got this yesterday. I was walking along last night and there was this silver crack on the side. Yes, with the limbs sticking out of the water like that. Yeah, that looks like a beaver dam. A lodge, I mean. The lodge, they come up and get air. So they have a living room in there, which is above the water. So they come up through a tunnel. And when they come out of the water, well, air gets into their fur when they're in their lodge. Then they dive back down into their tunnel and go back in the water. And in the winter, when there's ice, as they dive down in, the water pushes the pressure pushes the. Hey, is there some color there? Some light? I wonder if there's movement there. Anyway, so they go down under the water, and the pressure of the water squeezes all the air out, and it rises to the surface, and it gets stuck under the ice. So then they end up with this layer of ice, of water, of air under the ice. Anyway, what a beaver will do is they'll go and cut down a tree. They cut off the branches and they drag them away, put them in the water, and then they float along with them in their mouths, sticking out sideways. Must be kind of difficult in here with all this stuff to catch them. These trees, this is branches of trees that have fallen, which means that the actual tree trunks are mostly underwater, and these are just the branches sticking out. So if you look at it that way, when you kayak through that, you're going to be kayaking over and between and through a lot of trees with stuff sticking up. See, now that's pond scum. But pond scum is actually not scum, it's leaves. Those could be lily pads. Very small ones. Like if you look over here nearby, it's interesting how that leaf is so curled up, isn't it? Twisted right around. Actually, it's very close right here, the end of it. You like my shoes? My mother-in-law bought these for me in Holland. Nope, not going home for the weekend. Lida was there yesterday. She called from there. She's watering the geraniums and she was hanging out. I don't think she was having a campfire, but what is this? Mosquito. Mushed mosquito. They really like the crack in my hair. Oh, looks like we have more crap I have to get rid of on that comments. These spammers, as soon as my channel goes live, they must have subscribed, you know? As soon as I go live, it alerts them and they come and they do some spam. They must do that all over to everybody that goes live. Well, thank you. I have my orthotics in them. Have to move my orthotics every time I change shoes. It's really peaceful out here, you know. I find it very fascinating. No, you won't see it on there because it's not on this one. I'm just getting it from YouTube Studio. You know what this guy's name is? HGTRERD. WEWQQ. And they think that if they put it in another language, that I won't get rid of it. Because I don't know the language. But I know what they're up to. It's all this crap. I guess there's a lot of money in all that crap. Oh well. So that's where the lodge is. Let's look at that again. You want to see it again? So they changed their name. Every time I report them and delete them, they come back with a new name. Like in moments. They must have thousands of names. Doesn't take them long. You can hear the breeze. It's coming over out of the woods. Cattails are so graceful, aren't they? They just wave in the wind. And when you see that part of the water out there that's white, either something, oh hi Ripple Tea, nice to see you. So when you see a line of water, oh hi Bear, hi Bear, did you see the beaver? Did you see the beaver? Yes? Ah, you're such a good dog. Hey, is this another dam, a lodge over here? Let's see. They build their lodges on the bottom of the water and they build them up. They like to build them on a root stock at the base of a tree. Then they can go in between the roots. So that's the one, and the other one is over here. Boy, if this was Minecraft, I could get in my boat and go right over and check it out. But it isn't. I knew he's wagging your tail and looking up. Happy, happy, happy. Hi, Bear. Do you see the cattails? You see the cattails, Bear? Yes. Bear. What kind of dog is he? So I was saying, so when you see some movement, oh, he's a Rottweiler. Oh my gosh. Danger, danger. So when you see a line, hey, there aren't any more lines. They're all gone. Well, anyway, when the wind blows, you can tell when you're out kayaking. Oh, husky. Oh, that's sweet. So when you see the ripples, or not the ripples, but an area that turns white, it means that it's in the wind. So if you're kayaking and it's difficult to paddle, you avoid those areas. You go for the calm stuff where the wind isn't bothering you. No, he's probably not mean. That's what I hear about a lot of these dogs. But I think he's probably very protective of you. And I don't know. Okay, let's check this lodge again. Where'd it go now? There. And is that dot still there? Yes. All right, who thinks it's a beaver sitting and eating? How big is it? Now those are cattails, so it's pretty small. Think of the size. He barks. Yes, his bark is probably pretty bad. Pretty scary, eh? Oh look, see, now the water's changed over there. See how it's got the white? That's because the wind is blowing there. Sometimes it'll just be an animal that's going and you see the white lung behind them. That's interesting here how the water is on both sides of the dam. But this is not, this is just the edge. Yes, indeed, dogs are a gift. They are just